We're here with Jalyx Hunt, Houston Christian edge rusher, man, slash linebacker. The first question, man, 4 FCS guys down here. They get to represent the FCS. What does it mean to you that you get to be one of those 4 names down here in Mobile, Alabama?
A whole lot. I don't think a lot of people understand the amount of work we put in for a little bit. The FCS doesn't have as much money as the FBS. You're not able to do, those college football things as much. You can't fly all over for some programs, most programs. So to be here and represent the whole FCS we can ball too. We just go to smaller schools is a lot. It means a lot.
I've been updating people on your story, man, because I got to cover you throughout your career, covering the FCS.
Thank you.
Some of these guys are just getting introduced to you. When I say he used to be a safety, they say, no, he didn't. There's no way. They don't believe it with how big you are, man. Talk about your journey from safety at Cornell to All-American edge rusher at Houston Christian.
I really just started growing late. I got to Cornell at first. I was like 195. If you want to play with the big boys, you got to get bigger. So I just automatically gained weight off of eating and lifting weights, being in a college program. Got up to like 235 when I transferred. And when I transferred, my coach thought I'd be better playing that outside linebacker edge position. And so I just started gaining more weight. And now I'm 250 right now, trying to get bigger.
Well, what was what was behind your decision process going from Cornell with 3 seasons with them, transferring to Houston Christian? What stuck out about HCU, and why did you decide to enter the transfer portal?
What stuck out about HCU was they were the only ones that were fully confident in me. Everybody else weren't talking or wasn't talking how HCU was talking to me. They thought that I could play at the next level. I know I could play at the next level. So it just made sense for me to go somewhere where I'd be appreciated. And then I just needed an opportunity. That's why I transferred.
Well, when you look at just this week in general, man, I've talked to Dylan Lobby, I've talked to Isaiah Davis, talked to Ryan. All of them talked about their chip on their shoulder being, because I hate the term small school prospect, man, because you guys are just here to prove you're the best prospect here.
Exactly.
Talk about that chip on your shoulder, man, and one-on-ones and the drills, saying that I'm just here to prove that I belong here.
I don't feel as if I need to prove I belong here. I know I belong here, but I know it's definitely a question from people like, oh, you play FCS ball. So the chip is big. The chip is there. I'm just like everybody else who's from the FCS here. I mean, a lot of us were overlooked going into college and our college experiences. That's why we didn't go big. It's a big-time FBS, but we knew we could play at the level. We just didn't have the resources and whatnot. So to be here and to show, just like everybody else, like, y'all got to deal with us too, it means a lot.
What's some of the feedback you've gotten, man, in terms of stuff that the scouts and the coaches love that you have in your game? And what are some things that they've told you they want to see you add or improve on throughout the week?
Some things I need to add on and improve are really just getting used to the speed of the game. At the FCS level, you don't always deal with the best talent. So coming here and dealing with the best of the best, coming from what I was coming from, is a huge difference. So just need to get used to the speed. The physicality is there. The technical ability is also something I need to work on.
How many teams have you met with this week, and has anyone stuck out during the interview process?
A couple teams are exciting me. I don't say any names. I don't want to throw off any other team. If you want me, draft me. But a couple teams have stuck out. We've had good talks. We're talking to all 32 this week, and I have 16 requested interviews. So I'm excited to get through those. We had 8 yesterday, and we're gonna have 8 more today. So I'm excited to continue those conversations.
When you look at your versatility, do you feel more comfortable in a 3-4 scheme versus like maybe a 4-3 or 3-3-5? Like what type of defense do you feel like your skill set fits the best?
I would say 3-4, when I could walk down off of the edge and rush, sometimes drop back. I think it displays my versatility a lot more than just playing in a 4-3 defense. But wherever I'm put is where I'll play, and I can play both positions, so why not?
That's fair. I like it, man. When you look back at your career, it could be at Cornell, it could be at Houston Christian.
For sure.
What's the single best memory on the field that you have from your collegiate career?
With my guys at HCU, I have 2. Cornell, we beat Dartmouth when they were undefeated in the conference and were ranked in the nation my freshman year. To be able to celebrate with the guys in the locker room, we weren't supposed to win that game. I think we were down like -42 or whatever the betting odds were. Like we were down and out in everybody's eyes. So beating them, making them split the Ivy League championship with, I think it was Yale. We don't really care. We just beat Dartmouth.
You won the game. It don't matter.
We won the game, and then HCU, we had our first winning season this past season.
Yep.
So just letting everybody enjoy that moment and just being with the guys as we did and accomplished that in the history books, the first winning team, it meant a lot.
What would it mean to you to hear your name called on draft day, man? Like, listen, the NFL pipeline is not deep from Houston Christian. What would it mean to you to be that guy to set the precedent and start the trend?
I'm not even starting the trend. So Caleb Johnson,
yep.
My guy Caleb Johnson, I'm really following in his footsteps. Cool guy. So to be able to continue and just broaden, widen that pipeline would mean the world to me. I'm always looking at opportunities and ways to help other people. So if I could help a whole recruiting class come through and have those resources and opportunities and connections at the next level, which is where they want to be, I'd love to set that up and help develop that.
The last two questions, man, deal with next season for Houston Christian, man. You guys had the first winning season.
We did.
I mean, you guys came out of nowhere, shocked a lot of people.
For sure.
Who should we look out for next on that team? I know there was a head coaching change, a new staff coming in, but who's the next one up at Houston Christian?
Man, there's a bunch of people. It really just, I don't know who all has hit the transfer portal. I always have to throw out the name Rodney Dansby.
Yep.
I don't know if he's transferred. I know Caleb Flagg is transferred to Missouri. Look out for Caleb Flagg, big dog. Been with him the whole time. We both went into Houston Christian at the same time. He was a freshman. I was a junior. So him, everybody else. Ishmael Fuller, KJ Makins, Samaj.
Yep.
It's deep. It's deep in it's
you
deep
guys have
out
a lot
there.
of talent on that team last year, man.
It's just really. There's a lot of people I can name. I would go through the whole team.
Yeah. Pull out the roster on your
pull out
phone.
the roster, start talking. But I'd definitely say look out just for the talent in general. The Southland Conference.
Okay.
There's a lot of people that came out. Lindsey Scott came out of the Southland Conference. Like a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
UIW has a lot of people. Northwestern always sends people. Southeastern.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd just say look out for the conference as a whole.
I know you only got a season with them, but my guy Braxton Harris going on to Campbell to go back to a place where he was the recruiting coordinator and special teams coordinator. What was it like playing under him, and do you think he's going to take the success from his first season at Houston Christian to Campbell with them?
For sure. He's always carried himself as a head coach, and I think that's what's making him so successful. He reaches out to his players. He likes to connect with them. Hard-nosed guy. Tough working with him, but it all works out. So I think wherever he goes, if he's able to bring his work ethic and sets up Campbell how he set up HCU, I think he's going to be just as, if not more, successful.